In today's show, crypto analyst who called massive Bitcoin crash says Bitcoin targeting $400,000 in extended boom and bust cycle. We're talking about the pseudo-anonymous trader, well known as Dave the Wave, who called Bitcoin's dramatic 2019 correction. He says the leading crypto is well positioned for a boom and bust cycle that brings Bitcoin to $400,000. He predicts Bitcoin will spike to around 110,000 at the end of 2022, followed by a crash to a low of 30,000 in 2025. After that, the analyst believes Bitcoin will begin a long-term grind that will end at around $400,000 in 2029. In today's episode, we'll be breaking down these bullish predictions. Also, in today's show, fractal analysis, Bitcoin price will rocket 35% higher ahead of the halving. Taking a look at what crypto analyst Galaxy BTC has to share on crypto Twitter. Based on January, April fractal Bitcoin should start its trend to $9,000 on Monday. Observe the following similarities: both 4% shakeout before it broke out. Both created bullish engulfing candles, and both breakouts occurred on Friday, followed by a quiet weekend while it retested. We'll be breaking all this down for you in today's show. We'll also be taking a look at the overall cryptocurrency market. As you can see, Bitcoin trading at $7,100 and in the green. Most of the major cryptos are following right behind. Where's the Bitcoin price likely to go from here? Find out all this plus so much more in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every day, so be sure to smash that subscribe button and click that bell icon to receive notifications of the latest premium crypto news. And before we kick off today's show, if interested in learning from the one and only Teeka Tiwari, the Wall Street legend who picked Apple in 2003 and Bitcoin in 2016, as he shares his number one pick for the 2020s, calling it the investment of the decade. Right now, there's a mad rush in corporate America. It involves Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Facebook, and they'll all be betting on a new technology that the World Economic Forum projects will soar 295,000% over 7 years. But it's not AI, the Internet of Things, or 5G. For full details, click the link right below this video in the description. All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV. Let's dive right into today's top story of the day. Crypto analyst Dave the Wave, who called massive Bitcoin crash, says Bitcoin targeting $400,000 in extended boom and bust cycle. That's right. The pseudo-anonymous strategist known in the industry as Dave the Wave accurately predicted the start of Bitcoin's 2019 reversal on July 11th of last year, with Bitcoin at 11,600. The analyst said that Bitcoin appeared to be at the start of a parabolic downtrend that would last until the king of crypto hit 6,000 at the end of the year. The prediction turned out to be remarkably on point, with Bitcoin reaching a yearly low of $6,425 in December. And taking a look at his original tweet and thread back from July of 2019, here's how it started. If the correction is as long as the parabolic rise, looking at the end of the year. So he hit this nail on the head, and I'll include this thread in the show notes below the video in the description for you to reference it and check it out. Dave is now updating his long-term Bitcoin forecast by plotting a curve based on Bitcoin's past price history. He expects Bitcoin to witness decreasing volatility in the decade ahead, and he included this graph. Once again, I'll include this in the show notes below the video in the description. He predicts Bitcoin will spike to around $110,000 at the end of 2022, following by a crash to the low of 30,000 in 2025. After that, the analyst believes Bitcoin will begin a long-term grind that will end at around $400,000 in 2029. If you're pretty ecstatic for Bitcoin price to hit 400K, let me know in the comments right down below. I know I am. In the short term, economist Alex Kruger says Bitcoin may push from its current price of just over 7,000 to 7,700, but after that, he's expecting another retracement to 6,400. Let's take a look at his analysis here on crypto Twitter. Bitcoin looks like 7,700 before 6,400. And then he added to that saying, would depend on what stock indices do. Bitcoin continues to trade like a risk on asset. Rolling correlations between Bitcoin Bitcoin and the S&P 500 remain around historical highs. And then he added, stocks just had a very strong close on the back of the economy, reopening guidelines, and this Gilead news. Short-term path of least resistance looks higher now, and I'd say ES 2900 before 2760. And then he also added 7700 to 7800 is a big deal for Bitcoin. There's many different Fibonacci levels given how different exchanges had very different March lows, mainly courtesy of BitMEX. However, Kruger warns that Bitcoin appears to remain closely correlated to traditional markets, and all bets are off if the stock market takes another beating. And now for our next story of the day. Fractal analysis, Bitcoin price will rocket 35% higher ahead of the halving. And actually, before we break this down, let's take a look at the overall cryptocurrency market. Most of the major cryptos are back in the green. Bitcoin up, but barely, trading just below that $7,100 resistance. Hopefully this turns to a support and we continue to climb upwards. Let's see. Ethereum up 2% for the day, trading at $174. XRP up 0.7%, trading at 19 cents. Link up 2.9%, trading at $3.57. EOS up 0.68%, trading at $2.63. BNB up 1.9%, trading at $16. Miss Litecoin up 0.66%, trading at $42.49. Satoshi Vision, one of the major cryptos, actually in the red, down 0.66%, trading at $193. And Bitcoin Cash up 0.44%, trading at $234. All right, and now for our next story of the day. Despite overreaching risk of an economic recession, Bitcoin has performed well over the past few weeks, rallying higher and higher over week after week, shunning off bearish narratives. In fact, since the $3,700 bottom, Bitcoin has gained over 80%, reaching as high as 7,500, now trading at about 7,100 at this time. And what's crazy is just a few weeks ago, there were analysts seriously thinking the crypto was on its way to fresh macro lows, meaning a low below Bitcoin's bottom of 3,150, which was set back in December of 2018. Now, analysts are expecting Bitcoin to rally even higher, with the prominent trader suggesting Bitcoin could begin a multi-week surge towards $9,000 in the coming days. If you'd like to see Bitcoin surge to 9K, let me know in the comments right down below and smash that like button. Crypto Trader Galaxy recently observed that Bitcoin's price action over the past few weeks is showing striking similarities to that seen in late December and early January, the previous bottom of the crypto market. The analyst wrote, and let's take a look at what he shared on crypto Twitter. Based on January, April fractal Bitcoin should start its trend to 9,000 on Monday. Yes, let's do it. Observe the following similarities. Both 4% shakeout before it broke out. Both created bullish engulfing candles, and both breakouts occurred on Friday, followed by a quiet weekend while it retested. And then he added to that tweet saying, in the event this continues to play out, I'm expecting a green start of the week, followed by 8,800 to 9,000 next weekend. And most important, anything under 7,000 is probably a gift right now. Touche. Galaxy suggested that should the exact same pattern play out as it did last time, Bitcoin will hit the mid 9,000s by the start of May, which would mark a 35% rally from the current levels. Fundamentally, this makes sense. Prior to the previous block reward halving in 2016 and in 2012, Bitcoin rallied rather hard. Below is a chart from trader Nunya Business that explains the point quite well, and I'll include this resource in the show notes below the video in the description for you to check it out. The idea with the pre-halving rallies goes that as block reward halvings, which are widely seen as bullish events, near, investors ramp up their Bitcoin buying efforts to front run the rest of the market in an attempt to profit. Not so fast, cry some traders. Some have been hesitant to suggest that a rally is in store though. For instance, A.V. Fellman, a trader and analyst at crypto asset fund Block Tower, recently observed that there are two clear signs that a reversal in the crypto market is on the horizon. Sign number one, the Tom Denmark sequential, a time-based indicator that prints 9 candles to mark reversals, is printing a sell 9 candle on the 3-day chart. Previous 3-day candles marked the mid-March bottom and the December 2019 bottom, but front ran the 10,500 top seen earlier this year. And number 2, Ethereum is currently failing to break past the 3-day 50 moving average and the 200 moving average. And here's that tweet from AV. It takes a brave man to stand here. So he's not so bullish as the rest of the analysts. I'd love to know what your thoughts are in the comments right down below, if you're bullish or bearish currently on the Bitcoin price. Furthermore, crypto analysts have suggested that Bitcoin is in the midst of printing a textbook bearish chart pattern, a rising wedge. This exact same pattern marked the $10,500 top earlier this year and was followed by the massive capitulation event that saw Bitcoin fall to $3,700 in mid-March. Now let's take a look at the overall cryptocurrency market cap, sitting at above 200 billion, which is definitely a good sign. 205 billion to be exact, with 109 billion in volume in the past 24 hours. And the current BTC dominance is 63.8%. It's taken a small step back. Yesterday it was 64%. And taking a look at the top gainers within the top 100, Digibyte up a whopping 25%. Go Digi. I am very bullish on this crypto for the long haul. Now trading at 0.007. Loop Ring up 23%, trading at 3.4 cents. Ren up 12%, trading at 6 cents. Hyperion up 8%, trading at just below 14 cents. Zcash up 6%, trading at $41. And Swipe up about 5.5%, trading at 66 cents. And now for the biggest losers within the top 100, Insolar down 5%, trading at 88 cents. Verge down about 5%, trading at 0.002. Digitex Futures down 3.8%, trading at 4.4 cents. Energy down 2.9%, trading at $2.33. Terra down 2.8%, trading at 21 cents. And Bitcoin Gold down about 1%, trading at $9.89. Now taking a look at the BitMEX margins, we can see the bears are actually back in control, but it looks frozen. So let's actually refresh just to make sure, because sometimes this tends to happen. The website is coinfarm.online if you're wondering how to find it. And what I like to do is just make sure I'm on BitMEX, because BitMEX is the largest derivatives exchange in the world for longing or shorting Bitcoin. And it does show that the bears are in control, but barely, just leading by a few million in superiority in the last 24 hours, with shorts leading 50.16% versus 49.84% longs. Are you currently bullish or bearish on Bitcoin? Let me know your thoughts in the comments right down below. And now checking out one of my favorite indicators is the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, which shows we're currently rated an 18 in extreme fear. Yesterday was a 15 in extreme fear, last week a 10, and last month 11, all of which is in extreme fear. And if you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign that investors are too worried. That can be a great buying opportunity. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. And now checking out the Bitcoin block reward halving countdown. 23 days, 23 hours, 18 minutes, and 23 seconds remaining. But who's counting? This guy right here. I count down every single day here on the show to help bring awareness to this rare event, which only occurs approximately every 4 years. The estimated date for the Bitcoin halving is set to be May 12th. So literally just over 3 more weeks to go. If you're pretty excited for this event, let me know in the comments right down below. I agree with Mike Navigratz, who I recently shared a story where he predicts Bitcoin will retest its all-time highs later on this year. If you remember and recall, back at the end of 2017, Bitcoin parabolically climbed as high as 20,000 before dropping to its bottom in the 3,000s. And I do feel as well we will retest this. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments right down below. And I want to encourage you to check out the description right below this video by clicking show more in the description right down below for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the market. This goes for all the videos here on my channel. I'm now approaching 400 videos and I appreciate your support sincerely. I also have some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including the blog to my podcast, which could be found at cryptonewsyes.com. This allows you to actually download the latest episode of the show every single day. You can also subscribe on YouTube. I greatly appreciate your support. And when you hit that like button, YouTube helps show some love in the algorithm of the search within the platform. Also, all the major podcasting platforms, including Apple's iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher Radio. So whichever podcasting platform you're active on, please help support the show. It's greatly appreciated. You can also follow us on Twitter to receive daily crypto news alerts. My Twitter handle is Crypto News Yes, and I also have a private crypto Facebook group with over 17,000 strong from all over the world, like-minded cryptopreneurs just like yourself. To become a part of this, simply click this link, request to join. I'll be sure to plug you in. And I also have a private crypto Telegram chat I am very active on. To become a part of this, simply click this link specifically from a mobile device and you'll automatically be added. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and journeying along with me inside this incredible crypto revolution. If you gain value out of today's show, be sure to smash that subscribe button and click that bell icon to receive notifications of the latest premium crypto news. And real quick, before I go, if interested in learning from the one and only Tika Twari, voted America's #1 investor, the Wall Street legend who picked Apple in 2003 and Bitcoin in 2016, shares his #1 pick for the 2020s. It's called the investment of the decade. Right now, there's a mad rush in corporate America. It involves Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Facebook, and they're all betting on a new technology that the World Economic Forum projects will soar 295,000% over 7 years, but it's not AI, the Internet of Things, or 5G. For full details, click the link right down below this video in the description. It's going to take you here. Watch the video. It's going to blow your mind. I know it did mine, and I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episode. Peace.